The magical bond between kids and cats. Hello, and welcome to today's video, where we'll explore the magical bond between kids and cats. Have you ever wondered why so many families choose cats as their children's first pets? Or how a simple purr can soothe even the most challenging days? Stick around because we're diving into the science, stories, and heartwarming moments that make cats so special, especially when they're part of a child's life. And don't miss what we have to share later about how cats are being used in therapy for kids with specific conditions. 1. A bond that starts young. Let's start with one simple truth. Growing up with a cat can be one of the most enriching experiences for a child. Cats aren't just furry companions, they're silent teachers. Kids who grow up with cats learn empathy, responsibility, and how to form strong emotional connections. Imagine a child holding a kitten for the first time, learning to be gentle, feeling trusted by this tiny creature, and realizing they're responsible for its care. It's a life lesson packed into a small, purring package. And here's an incredible fact. Studies show that kids who have pets like cats often develop stronger emotional intelligence. They become more attuned to the needs of others, human or animal. 2. Cats as natural therapists. Now let's talk about how cats go beyond being cuddly companions. Did you know that the sound of a cat's purr can reduce stress and anxiety? The frequency of a cat's purr, between 20 to 150 Hz, has been shown to promote healing in humans. It can lower cortisol levels, slow heart rates, and even help reduce feelings of loneliness. For kids with anxiety or ADHD, a cat can be a calming presence. Picture this. A child is overwhelmed, struggling to focus on their schoolwork. Then, their cat hops into their lap, starts purring, and suddenly the world doesn't feel so overwhelming. It's like having a tiny emotional support coach, always ready to help. But wait, don't go anywhere just yet. Later in this video, we'll dive into how cats are helping children with more serious conditions like autism and developmental disorders. 3. Growing up with a cat. Let's shift gears and talk about the long-term benefits of having a cat from a young age. Kids who grow up with cats often have stronger immune systems. Yes, you heard that right. Early exposure to a pet's dander can actually decrease a child's likelihood of developing allergies later in life. Beyond the health benefits, there's the deep emotional impact. Many adults look back on their childhood cats as their first best friends. These bonds often teach kids the value of unconditional love, something they'll carry into their human relationships. And here's another amazing point. Having a cat can even encourage more physical activity in kids. From chasing a laser pointer to dangling a feather toy, kids and cats can be surprisingly active together. It's a fun way to burn off energy while strengthening their bond. 4. Cats and therapy, changing lives. Now here's where things get really fascinating. Cats are being used in animal-assisted therapy programs for children diagnosed with autism, PTSD, and even physical disabilities. These therapy cats are trained to provide comfort and companionship, creating a safe environment for kids to thrive. For example, in children with autism, cats can help improve social interaction and reduce sensory overload. The predictable and calm nature of a cat can make them ideal companions for kids who struggle with communication or overwhelming emotions. And it's not just about mental health. For kids recovering from physical injuries, spending time with a cat can improve motor skills. Petting, grooming, or even playing with a cat can help improve fine motor coordination in a way that feels natural and fun. 5. Stories that inspire. One inspiring example comes from therapy programs in schools. In some classrooms, therapy cats help children learn to read by sitting quietly while the child reads aloud. This simple interaction builds confidence in kids who are nervous about public speaking or have difficulty with literacy. Then there are stories of cats alerting parents to a child's health crisis, like recognizing a seizure before it happens. Cats truly have an instinct for sensing when something is wrong and staying close when they're needed most. 6. Teaching responsibility and routine. One of the most valuable lessons kids can learn from having a cat is responsibility. Feeding, Cleaning the litter box and grooming a cat teaches kids about commitment and consistency. It's a great way for them to understand that caring for another living being takes effort, but is ultimately rewarding. Plus, having a daily routine with a pet can be especially helpful for kids with ADHD or other conditions. Cats thrive on routine, and their consistent needs can provide structure to a child's day. 7. The emotional safety net. Cats are also incredible at providing emotional support. Kids often find it easier to share their thoughts and feelings with a pet than with a human. A cat is a non-judgmental listener, always there when a child needs a friend. One touching story comes from a child who had difficulty adjusting after moving to a new town. Their cat became their constant source of comfort, curling up with them every night and easing the transition to a new school and environment. So what makes the relationship between kids and cats so special? It's the way cats nurture emotional growth, offer health benefits, and even assist in therapy. Whether they're calming a child's anxiety, teaching responsibility, or simply being a warm presence on a cold night, cats are so much more than pets. They're partners in childhood. And if you're still watching, don't forget to let us know in the comments, what's your favorite childhood memory with a cat? Or if you're a parent, do your kids have a special bond with your family's feline friend? We'd love to hear your stories.